Hey YouTube, welcome to the Eternal Antidote channel. I am your host, Gio, and today we're going to be talking about UFC on Fox 21. So, let's get it going. Alright, first fight of the night was Jim Miller versus Joe Lozon 2. Sorry about that, I got hyped. It was a pretty cool fight. It was a rematch of their fight of the year. I'm not sure what year it was again, so I don't know. But it was a rematch of their last fight, and the last fight was bloody. It was crazy. So they rematched it again. They run it back. Pretty good three round fight. It went to split decision. They kept pushing the pace back and forth. You know, Miller had the better hands, I would say, overall. We kind of saw that in the first fight, too. He had overall better hands. Lozon kept taking him down. He took him down in every round at least once. I think he tried a couple more, but failed. I know he got 2 takedowns in one of the rounds. I don't remember which one, though. But, yeah, they were going back and forth, really. More with Miller and the stand-up. Miller had the stand-up, and Joe Lozon had the ground. And it was pretty much midway. So it was really hard to score that. A split decision was right. It could have gone either way. They gave it off to Miller again, though. So Miller has 2 wins on Lozon. So that was crazy. It was a pretty good fight. It was entertaining at best. It got fight of the night. It wasn't bloody like the first one, but it was very, very good and technical. And it was just an overall great fight. So now we're going to go on to our female fights, the strawweights. And for the strawweights, it was Paige Van Zandt versus Beck Rawlings. It's been a while since Paige has been in the cage, so it was a little nerve-wracking to see her come back. She didn't do too well in the stand-up in the first round, but in the second round, she got it. Paige won by TKO, 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, 17 seconds in the first round, guys. Just took her that long. She hit her with a beautiful switch kick. It was amazing. It was like some karate kid shit style. But yeah, in the first round, like I said, she didn't come out swinging. She was a little more hesitant, I think. But whatever her coaches told her in the second round, she just said, fuck it. Came out, switch kick, knocked out Rawlings, and finished her off, bang, 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 boogie. But yeah. But now, let's go to the co-main event. I was a little excited for this because Pettis, I like Pettis a lot. Anthony Showtime Pettis is one of my favorite fighters. He does amazing things with the cage and he has a creativity when it comes into the octagon. But since he's lost the belt, he's been on a 3 fight altogether losing streak. He lost to RDA, Rafael Dos Anjos, when he lost his belt. Then he lost to Eddie Alvarez, the current champ, and then after that he lost to Edson Barboza. So he decided to come down a weight. He decided to be a featherweight now, and he said he pretty much wanted to test new waters, be a 2-division champion. So his first matchup was against Charles Oliveira, a very dangerous submission artist. Very good off his back, getting submissions. He's won a lot of different ways by submitting people. Great person. I will say this: there was a sub in the round, or not the round, the fight. There was a sub in the fight, but let's go round by round. So in the first round, it was pretty much standing for a while. Anthony kicked him 2 times in the body, and Oliveira kind of cringed, and Anthony kind of went after him and blew his gas tank a little. He said, which you could see throughout the fight. But after that, he was fighting him technical. Oliveira was trying to get him to the ground. Pettis is not a slouch on the ground. He just took his breath and reversed him every chance he could to get the top position. So honestly, the fight pretty much went to Pettis in the first round. Second round, same thing. He kept when I was standing up, Pettis hit the better of him. But of course, it went to the cage, and then it finally got to the ground. When it got to the ground, I'd say, it was 50-50. Pettis kept reversing him. Oliveira tried for rear naked chokes a lot, but Pettis kept, rolling into him and just getting in guard and switching to he just kept switching it up on him. He kind of like, he was really good off his back. Like, not just off his back, but, having him on his back. Like, he just knew what he was doing, and I loved it. He was just phenomenal. But in the third round, it was where the finish came, guys. Same shit. He caught him standing, and then they took it to the ground. And with a minute and 49 in it, someone got submitted. It had to happen, actually. Just know I was rooting for Pettis because I feel like he was being out wrestled and everything, and everyone in the higher division just had a lot more durability than his power could handle or could produce. And he got Oliveira in a guillotine, actually. Oliveira was shooting, and Pettis said, fuck it, guillotined him and finished him off. Beautiful. I wanted him to win by not a guillotine per se, but a submission, just to submit that he could submit a submission artist. He had some dangerous submissions. He submitted Benson for the title, Gilbert with a guillotine as well to defend his title, actually. So overall, it was a pretty good fight. It wasn't anything new. But for the main event, oh my god, the main event ended in the first round, guys. Damian Maia versus Carlos Condit, the natural born killer. Their fight only lasted a minute and 52 seconds in the first. Let me tell you how this happened. Starting off, Maia has, he's stalking Condit against the cage. Like, he's not pressed against the cage or anything. But maybe like 42 seconds in, he just jumps for a takedown, gets him on his back, gets his back and taps out the natural born killer in a minute 52. It was crazy. I was rooting for Carlos to make a comeback because I feel like he should be the real champ, or at least defended his title against Robbie, or either Robbie or Tyrone. Because honestly, his fight with Robbie, I felt like it was his. They just gave it to Robbie. I personally thought he won that fight, but it's just something I gotta live with, right? So it's just crazy that Carlos lost. But kudos to Maia. He fucked him up. I knew he had crazy ground skills, and I've been watching him. He submitted he fucked up Matt Brown. Had him go all the decision. I think he's just a monster at taking people down and just imposing his ground game on them. So that's what happened there. He just imposed his ground game on Carlos Condit and pretty much secured himself a title shot against Tyrone Woodley versus Wonderboy Thompson. So that's going to be interesting to see who he gets from that matchup. Steven Thompson or Tyrone. Tyrone's the champ right now, so I don't know. We'll see what happens there, but But for the performances of the night and fight of the night was Jim Miller versus Lozon 2. It was a good fight, so I'll give it that. Performance of the night for KO was Paige Van Sant with her switch kick. She was like, "Wah!" And some performance of the night, I guess, for sub had to freaking be Damian Maia. He only needed a minute and 52 seconds to submit one of the most dangerous mixed martial artists out there. So yeah, guys, that's what happened on UFC on Fox 21, guys. So remember to hit that like, subscribe, and comment to me. Talk to me, guys. I'm lonely. But yeah, remember, hit the like, subscribe button. Go watch my other channels, Otaku and Gaming. Have fun with them. And I'll see you guys again later. So, deuces. Bye.